as well for Shelby Pay. Beginning today, people intending to run for Congress this November can begin circulating petitions to get their name on the ballot for that office. Up until yesterday, when Governor Kathy Hochul signed the new law into the new congressional district maps, prospective candidates weren't sure what the districts would look like. Even now, despite the governor's signature, we're only one lawsuit away from going back to the literal drawing board. In our area, the incumbents are in the 19th district, which currently includes, and under the new maps includes Otsego County, Republican Mark Molinaro. He's the representative and is seeking re-election. He has no Republican opposition. There are 3 Democrats seeking to challenge Molinaro. That list includes Dan Butterman of Oneonta. The 21st District is represented by Elise Stefanik, the highest-ranking Republican woman in the House of Representatives. The 21st District encompasses most of New York's North Country, including all of Herkimer County. In the new configuration, it would include northern Oneida County as well. Stefanik has 1 Republican primary opponent. There are 2 seeking the Democratic nomination, along with 1 declared working family candidate. The 22nd District is regarded as one of the districts targeted by the Redistricting Committee in the redistricting effort. The current representative is Republican newcomer Brandon Williams, who is seeking his 2nd term in the House. The reconfigured 22nd District will include Oneida County, south of the Thruway. Utica is part of the 22nd, so is all of Madison and Onondaga counties. Newly added are portions of Cortland and Cayuga counties. Political analysts feel that with the changes made in the 22nd District, the outcome in that district has gone from being a toss-up to leaning in favor of the Democrats. Even though there is no name locked into that Democratic position on the ballot, there are 5 people seeking the Democrat nomination for the 22nd. That list includes State Senator John Mannion of Syracuse, Sarah Clee Hood, who was the runner-up for the race for the Democrats nomination 2 years ago, and Utica University professor Clemmy Harris. It seems like these newly redrawn maps are going to stick. There's no real indication yet out of Albany about a legal challenge to the new maps or the process by which they were achieved, although the New York Times reported yesterday that Republican billionaire Ron Lauder, who financed the court case against the maps 2 years ago, is considering underwriting another return to the courts on this one. For more on the status of this fall's congressional elections, here's our Albany Bureau correspondent, Jamie DeLine.
Petitioning, which was set to start on February 27th for congressional candidates, got pushed to February 29th, just one day after the state legislature approved the congressional map.
And that is good because that makes it official, and that's necessary according to the rules, regulations, statutes of the Board of Elections and also our Constitution.
After years of legal battles, the newly adopted map ended up being drawn by the New York State Legislature and even got some bipartisan support. New York GOP Chairman Ed Cox released a statement saying, quote, "Despite Democrats' ongoing corruption of the process, these lines are not materially different from those drawn by the special master. As such, there is no need for further litigation." Back in 2022, Republicans filed a redistricting lawsuit in rural and conservative Steuben County. Ultimately, it resulted in a special master drawing the map after a judge deemed the lines drawn by Democrats were unconstitutional. This week, lawmakers voted on a bill that says any court cases on redistricting would have to be taken up in either New York County, Westchester County, Albany County, or Erie County.
I think it's pretty clear here that one of the issues is the fact that this circumstance only comes around every 10 years, which is the reason why we should have a specialty judge and court in this area.
Republicans were not on board.
First of all, the notion that a state Supreme Court judge in Jefferson County, in Niagara County, in Steuben County is not capable of ruling on that is nonsense. It happened 2 years ago. They didn't like the result of the ruling, and that's why we're here. Governor
Hochul signed the bill into law. Reporting in Albany, I'm Jamie DeLine.
Remember, anytime, day or night, no matter what the weather, turn to cnyhomepage.com for the latest on what is going on in your world and right here in the Mohawk Valley. Craig, I think we're just hopeful that they don't draw those maps based on where the snow is coming down.
Be very, very fine line.
Yeah,
that's for
especially
sure. They'd
yesterday.
be redrawn it all the time. What else is new, right? Hey, out the door. It's Friday. I'm in love, and I think you are going to be too with the weather by tomorrow. It's cold, though, in the morning.